Hello, welcome back to Movies with Mom, or welcome to Movies with Mom. Tonight I will be watching High Fidelity. I know zero about it, but I hear it's really good. So I'm ready. I don't even know who's in it. I like going in and watching movies and not knowing very much about it, because then it's nice to be pleasantly surprised. If you like the content, please consider liking, subscribing. If you are interested in checking out our Patreon, occasionally we'll post polls on what movies I should watch next. And a couple months back, we posted a poll, and this was second place on it. So it's about time we get to it. I hope you enjoy this reaction to High Fidelity. Good music. That's promising.
What came first?
Oh, it's John Cusack.
Music or the misery? About heartbreak, rejection, pain, misery, and loss. Did I listen to pop music because I was miserable?
Valid thought.
We've done the hard part now. I might as well
Let's just stay for tonight then. All-time, top 5 most memorable breakups in chronological order. Those were the ones that really hurt.
He's talking to us.
Can you see your name on that list, Laura? If you really wanted to mess me up, you should have got to me earlier.
I'm sure his neighbors love him.
Which brings us to number 1 on the top 5 all-time breakup list. Allison Ashmore. They were everywhere, and they'd grown breasts. And we wanted... Actually, we didn't even know what we wanted.
Oh my gosh, it's Drake from Drake and Josh.
Disturbing. My relationship with Allison Ashmore lasted for 6 hours. The 2 hours after school, before Kevin Bannister.
Kevin.
Slut.
It would be nice to think that since I was 14, times have changed. Relationships have become more sophisticated. Females less cruel. Skin's thicker. Instincts more developed. Number 2 on the top 5 all-time breakup list was Penny Hardwick. She was nice. Nice manners, nice grades, nice looking.
It was as if breasts were little pieces of property that had been unlawfully annexed by the opposite sex. Sometimes I got so bored of trying to touch her breasts that I tried to touch her between her legs.
I own this store called Championship Vinyl. It's located in a neighborhood that attracts the bare minimum of window shoppers.
Cool.
Dick, what's this?
It's the new Belle and Sebastian.
Jack Black is in this? How similar is this going to be to Empire Records? Record store, group of people dealing with just life issues.
Okay, buddy. I was just trying to cheer us up, so go ahead. Play it. Don't you want to hear what's next?
Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels.
No! The Righteous Brothers.
Well, never mind.
No, not never mind. You tell me right now what's wrong with the Righteous Brothers.
I just prefer the other.
How can it be a state of preference?
Since when did this store become a fascist regime?
Since you brought...
Conversation stimulator, man! I was gonna ask you for your top 5 records to play on a Monday morning and all that.
I can't fire them. I hired these guys for 3 days a week, and they just started showing up every day. That was 4 years. Number 3 in the top 5 all-time breakup list, Charlie Nicholson. As soon as I saw her, I realized she was the kind of girl I wanted to meet. Ever
Catherine
since I was old enough to
Zeta-Jones.
want to meet girls.
Big cast.
I mean, she was different.
Please.
And she liked me. She liked me. At least I think she did. You like it? We went out for 2 years, and
2 years.
I never got comfortable. I felt like a fraud. I felt like one of those people who suddenly shaved their heads and said they'd always been punks. And I was intimidated by other men in her design department. And became convinced she was going to leave me for one of them. And she left me for one of them. Let's work it out!
Well, I'm not sure you're gonna work it out yelling that.
I guess I never really got over Charlie. You gotta punch your weight. See, she's out of my class. She's too pretty. I mean, what am I? I'm a middleweight. Championship.
Hi.
Hi.
I was thinking I could come by the house and pick up some stuff.
Laura, this is just so dumb. I mean,
I gotta go.
I just called to say I love you.
Yeah, great, we have it.
Great. Can I have it then?
No, you can't.
Oh gosh.
Well, it's sentimental, tacky crap. That's why you go to the mall.
What's your problem?
Do you even know your daughter? There's no way she likes that song. Oh, is she in a coma?
I didn't know it was pick on the middle-aged square guy day. My apologies.
Oh.
I'll be on my way.
Bye-bye.
nice, Mary. Really, really nice. It was just top class.
Rob, is it in fact unfair to criticize a formerly great artist for his latter-day sins? Is it better to burn out than to fade away?
Wait, what did he ever do to you?
He offended me with his terrible taste.
It wasn't even his terrible taste. It was his daughter.
That's the worst fucking sweater I've ever seen. It's a Cosby sweater. Did Laura let you leave the house like that? Because, like, will you break it up? If you tore this thing, it's vintage. And I'll sock your nose.
So I guess they don't know that he and Laura aren't together anymore?
Look, Dick, Laura and I broke up. She's gone. So if we ever see Barry again, maybe you can tell him that.
I'll tell him next time I see him. I've got some other stuff to tell him anyway, so I'll just tell him, you know, about Laura, the other stuff.
Used to dream I'd be surrounded by exotic women's underwear. Now I know they just save their best pairs for the nights they know they're gonna sleep with somebody. Me and Sarah, number 4 on the all-time list, we matched.
Just so painful and draining.
She was
I'm
in
just
a
gonna be by
movie with
myself.
River Phoenix.
Me
It
too.
was called Dogfight.
Only people of a certain disposition are frightened of being left alone for the rest of their lives. At 26, we were of that disposition. So when she told me,
Just someone else.
it was contrary to the whole spirit of our arrangement.
Is it like a friends with benefits situation?
So how come I got dumped?
How's the store? Very lucky that Laura is doing as well as she's doing.
She left. She's gone.
What? We'll call her mother.
She just called.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be me in the future.
All right, if that's what's upsetting.
This would happen.
What are you gonna do, Rob?
I'm gonna drink a bottle of wine, I'm gonna watch TV and go to bed, then I'm gonna go to work. That's not what happens now.
I don't know what happens now.
Apart from you meet someone, you move in, she goes.
Shut up, Mom.
Do not tell your mother to shut up. Even if she should. I know who that is. Kravitz, right?
I always hated that song. Now I kinda like it.
Yeah. Chicago now?
Do you love it? You should come to our record store. Championship
my God,
vinyl.
yeah.
Championship vinyl.
Championship.
Enjoyed your set.
Why'd you tell her about the store, man?
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was classified information.
Rob, it's Liz, calling to see if you're okay. Look, I'm
Is that
your
his
friend
sister?
too, so bye.
Is that Joan Cusack?
What are you doing here?
Do you still love me?
It's not really the issue, is it?
Why?
It doesn't change the way we don't get along at all.
Why am I not happy?
Because you're the same person you used to be. And all I've done is change jobs.
Clothes and hairstyle.
At least you used to talk about the future. Now you don't even do that.
Rob, it's your turn.
It's Clash. In the Clash. Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye from Let's Get It On.
Oh, no, Rob, that's not obvious enough. Not at all. Get up.
Shut up, shut up. White light, white heat is radiation ruling the nation.
Kind of a new record. A sly declaration of new classic status slipped into a list of old safe ones. Very pussy.
I have to wonder, Do any of the other actors in this know as much about music as Jack Black does? Because it is no secret that he knows like everything. He literally had a movie, School of Rock. All the rest are just posers compared to him.
I don't know, the Beatles. How can someone who has no interest in music own a record store?
Hey, do you still have that beef fire French import safe as smell?
Yes, here it is.
How much you want for it?
You know what? I don't think I'm selling it this week. Maybe next week.
Oh, no, you said that last week.
I played.
You know, I don't have that record. I'll buy it for 40. So, now why would you sell it to me and not to him?
Because you're not a geek, Louis.
You're totally elitist. You feel like the unappreciated scholars.
Hello?
Hey, Liz. It was his sister.
Hey, Rob. How are you holding up?
Good, good.
They don't look anything alike.
I don't think much of this Ian guy.
Uh-oh.
Rob, Marie DeSalle is in the store.
You should maybe turn off her music.
I know.
Like music.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can go turn it off if you want.
You should turn it up.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, let me go do that after I go do something else. Excuse me.
What? Ian guy! Laura doesn't know anybody called Ian. I'm almost certain she has never met anyone named Ian in her entire life.
Raymond.
The guy who until about 6 weeks ago lived upstairs. His horrible clothes and hair, his music, Latin, Bulgarian,
he's
whatever world music was
obsessive,
trendy that
isn't he?
week.
We used to listen to him having sex.
That is apartment living for you.
She goes on long enough.
Oh, it's what's his name? From Shawshank. Tim Robbins?
Congratulations, Laura. You made it to the top 5. Yeah, I'm interested, sure. Hey, Liz.
Hey, Rob. You...
Uh-oh.
For a couple of years, I was a DJ at a club, and that's where I met Laura. Hey, I was gonna say, come back next week and I'll make you a tape. It sounds boring. It wasn't. It was just good. I get the feeling that Liz talked to Laura, and Laura told her a few things.
Uh-oh.
While Laura, was pregnant.
No.
That my affair directly contributed.
Pretty much directly to me terminating the pregnancy. No.
I borrowed a large sum of money from her.
$4 grand or so?
And have not, as of yet, repaid any of it. 4. I told her that I was kind of unhappy in the relationship. And...
was sort of maybe looking around for somebody else.
Did I do and say those things?
Yes.
No!
Well, you got what you deserved then.
That's it. That's shocking.
I've never been able to pay her back because I've never been able to. And she asked me whether I ever thought about meeting other people. So I admit that, yes, I daydream about it from time to time. Now I can see what we were really talking about. It was a sneaky lawyer's trick, and I fell for it because she's much smarter than me. I'd slept with someone else, so I didn't find out she was pregnant until way later.
What's wrong with me? Seriously. Why am I doomed to be left? Doomed to be rejected. Number 1. Allison Ashmore. I was actually her first boyfriend. And
wait, oh gosh.
Reaching her,
that long ago?
Allison married her first boyfriend. Kevin Bannister is her first and last boyfriend.
Kevin.
We went out together in the 7th grade.
I beg your pardon?
Technically, I'm her first boyfriend, okay? I met her a few days before Kevin did. Technically. Allison married Kevin! Kiss me on the bench, kiss Kevin on the bench. Married Kevin.
Maybe Kevin was the better kisser.
I want more. I want to see the others on the big top 5. You know, like a Bruce Springsteen song.
You call, you ask them how they are, and you see if they've forgiven you.
And they'd feel good.
That's what you're looking for. You want to get ready to start again?
Thanks, boss.
She reviews movies for a living, which is unassailably cool, even if she does make these little notes with this little flashlight pen. We have a good... And then, with no real explanation, I just launch into it. Allison Ashmore wanted Kevin Bannister and not me. And I was hoping you could help me understand why this keeps happening. Do you understand?
That's a lot.
You broke up with me because I was to use your charming expression. I cried and I cried and I hated you. And now you want to have a little chat about rejection.
You tell him. Is he a little bit of a narcissist, maybe?
I go directly to number 4 on the all-time breakup list. Sarah, my partner in rejection, who rejected me.
Nice to see you.
Nice
to see you.
Yeah, I can't believe I left you for him. Are you seeing anybody?
No yet.
No?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Me? Not good. But I'm making money, that's good, because I lost my job a month ago. It's been like pandemonium.
Now, I haven't got the heart for the rejection conversation. Nice to see you. Bye.
Bye. See you later.
But you wouldn't be sleeping with a person. You'd be sleeping with a whole sad, single-person culture. Sleeping with Talia Shire and Rocky if you weren't Rocky. There's only Charlie left now. You should be living on Neptune. She's an extraterrestrial, a ghost, a myth, not a person in a phone book.
I forgot about phone books.
Well, the interesting thing about Green Day is that so much of their music is, in truth, directly influenced by The Clash.
Oh, she was in
Correct.
Roseanne.
By this band called the Stiff Little Fingers.
My name's Anna.
My name's Dick.
Is this the new Green Day?
It's gonna be okay.
Oh my gosh, the cheetah hair.
How much is this deck worth to you and how much did you steal? Can you do the math? Barry, call the cops.
No! Hold up.
Ryuichi Sakamoto? What are you guys stealing for other people?
No, those are for us.
Hey, you're like so bigoted to look at us and think we know what we listen to.
I think you have more. Are you coming home?
I'd like to come over to your house to pick up some things.
Your house.
How did it go today?
I feel like she's kind of playing games with him.
Sure.
She's making it seem like everything's okay and maybe things will work out. But I think she's just messing with him. Maybe not intentionally.
Have you tapped?
So, where are you staying now?
I'm sorry. I know I haven't been very fair. Look, I'm not living with the guy. I left because we weren't exactly getting along.
But how did she end up with Ian? Did they just pass on the stairs?
Yes, I sort of got interested in someone else. And that went further than it should have, so it seemed like a good time to go. But I have no idea what will happen with Ian and...
There's still a chance we might get back together.
I don't know.
So you're saying there's a chance?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
All right, we have a 9% chance of getting back together.
9. Yeah!
That's not a very high chance.
Is it better?
We haven't done it yet.
Is he excited because they haven't slept together yet? So he's like, ha, yay.
I feel so much better, in fact, that I go straight out and sleep with Marie DeSalle.
I do not understand. Is it because I'm not a guy? I don't get it. Also, remember when I asked if this was like Empire Records? It's not at all, other than the location of a record store.
And then, in the morning,
Acting all cool about,
Laura.
Laura, right.
What was yours called again?
It was called James.
Do you miss him?
Yeah.
What did Laura mean last night when she said, I haven't slept with him yet?
He's obsessive.
Evil Dead 2 off screen in the 14th
Like,
century.
it's an immaturity thing. It's obsessive the way teenagers obsess over relationships. But also, I've been out of the dating game for so long, I don't know anymore.
I never thought I'd say this, but can I go work now?
Look, Laura, if you don't want me to call you at work, then Kelly.
Okay. We'll meet then, tonight.
Okay. There's a lot to break down in this. I think the main thing is that there's not really closure. Perhaps that's why he's obsessing. When there's not closure, you don't know, do I move on? Do I stick around? But then he obviously slept with somebody else, so he's already sort of moving on, except not emotionally. He's very narcissistic. Like, everything is about him, with kind of no regard for other people and their feelings or their perspectives. So it's actually kind of painful to watch him sometimes. But also, Laura isn't being clear. She's very wishy-washy instead of just saying definitively, no, it's over. So he's not able to move. There's a lot to unpack here.
Have you slept with him yet?
What do you want me to say?
I want you to say you haven't. And I want that to be the truth.
I can't do that.
Because it's not the truth? Well, that was fun. The all hope is lost moment.
You know, I don't want this to be the last conversation we have. I know what you're like.
You do.
It's like watching a train wreck.
May I also have that address? Thank you.
Oh. He's a weird one.
And he doesn't love you. And he doesn't understand you, not the way I will. Future.
I mean, if you want to experiment...
I'm not experimenting. Why don't you go experiment?
Can you call me at work? I gotta go now.
Don't call me at work. Call me at work.
You look upset. Maybe I should talk to him.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
You have got to stop calling her. You're really upsetting her. Because all you're doing is forming a little unit. Them against you. Now, they've got something in common.
I love so much that they're in movies together.
Why do you want Laura back so badly?
It's a good question.
Is this Charlie?
The Rob Gordon.
How you doing?
Cobillion, right?
I forgot we haven't circled back to her.
So, do you have kids and stuff like everybody else?
No. I don't know. Kids are too time-consuming, I guess, is the expression I'm looking for.
I'm not making this up. This is how she talks.
Hey, you in or out, Rob?
I'm sorry, Charlie, but what does "are you in or out" mean?
Are we friends, or aren't we? But if we're not, I don't really want to spend time playing catch-up on the phone.
I'm in.
Ooh.
Hello, Rob.
All right.
Remember me? I thought maybe we should talk. You were there this morning. Through right now.
Oh,
I would hate it
he's
if
gonna
I lost
explode.
So shall we leave it at that?
You pathetic rebound patchouli stink out of my store!
Jack Black.
Shall we leave it at that then?
He's not leaving town! He's leaving the country! Don't look back and take those orders!
So shall we leave it at that then?
All the scenarios. Oh gosh. I don't know which one's my favorite. Oh. He doesn't seem like the type.
Hey, Jellybean.
Hey, everybody, this is Rob.
I don't know that he's gonna fit in with that group.
And sure, I want their money and clothes and jobs and opinions, and then it dawns on me. Charlie's awful. She doesn't listen to anyone, and she apparently has no sense of humor at all. Maybe she's been like this all along.
But he's sticking around.
How had I made this girl the answer to all the world's problems? So, Charlie, why'd you dump me for Marco?
I knew it! I knew it! You are going through one of those what does it all mean things.
I am.
Marco just seemed to be a bit more glamorous, more sure of himself.
You put that ad up? We want to retain our pops. Is Tuesday night cool for you? We'll just jam.
Yeah. What?
You've had that poster up on the wall for like 17,000 years, and then some guy comes in off the street. Barry, you don't even play an instrument.
I can sing. Who are you going to see?
Nobody.
Rob! Unbelievable. Dick's got a hot date. How did this happen, Dick? Anna Moss. Is she all green and fuzzy and mossy?
So I'll see you tomorrow.
I like him. Sweet.
Hi, Laura.
Top 5 dream jobs.
Hey, that's private.
So you got a list here of 5 things you do if qualifications and time. Wouldn't you rather own your own record store than be an architect?
Yeah, I suppose.
Dream job number 5, record store owner.
Which he is.
I find it interesting that you keep showing up here, Laura.
Well, this is the last of it.
Top 5 things I miss about Laura. She's got character. Or at least she had character before the Ian nightmare. I miss her smell. It's a mystery of human chemistry, and I don't understand it. Some people, I really dig how she walks around. It's like she doesn't care how she looks or what she projects.
He works in lists.
Gives her grace.
That's interesting.
Believe me, I mean, I could do a top 5 things about it that drive me crazy, but it's just your garden variety women. That's the kind of thinking that got me here. Maggots!
Whoa!
Hey, Rob, Laura called.
Really? What is this?
It's those little skaters.
No way.
It's really good.
Your tape. It's good. I mean, it's rough, but unbelievably, it shows promise. I'll put out your record. What's the name of your band?
The Kinky Wizards. What's the name of your label?
Top 5 records.
What was that?
And there's the
you
list.
Told me you're gonna put out a record with them?
Yeah. Laura, you all right?
Dad died.
Oh, and she called him.
What's up?
Laura's dad died.
Oh, Drag. Top 5 songs about death. A Laura's dad tribute list. Okay. Leader of the pack. Tell Laura I love her. That would bring the house down. Laura's mom could sing it. You can't always get what you want.
No, immediate disqualification because of its involvement with the Big Chill.
Oh, God, you're right. The night Laura's daddy died, glory be. But I'm gonna die.
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Oh, he's crying.
It's so hard when you put all of your efforts into one area of your life.
Don't mind me, really. It's no problem. Just pretend like you're talking about someone else. It's okay.
Well, in fact, we are talking. We're talking about Laura.
I can either stick up for myself or I can believe everything you say. Liz, I can't go on apologizing my whole life.
I think just the once would do.
She kind of brought it up.
I'm very sorry, Laura. I'm sorry.
I can read the sign.
He's in the rain a lot, isn't he?
Stay right with it.
I can see now I never really committed to Laura. I guess it made more sense to commit to nothing, and that's suicide. By tiny, tiny increments.
Wow. I think we're watching him mature. Why is he hiding?
Are you gonna line that flower bed all night?
Is there anything I can do?
Come on.
Listen, Rob, would you have sex with me? Because I want to feel something else than this. It doesn't seem so long ago that I looked at you from here.
Ask for her to come back. You know what you did wrong. Make it right now.
Go be with your mom.
I'm too tired. I know it's not very romantic, Rob, but well, you've made it clear you want me back, so right now I just want to go home with you.
And so we got back together. And it was great. Out to dinner every night. We talked about the future. You could say it was everything I ever wanted. Marvin Gaye's responsible for our entire relationship.
Oh, is that so?
Are you Bob?
Rob.
You used to DJ. I hear you speak.
Am I gonna watch another train wreck?
You really know what you're talking
Rob, phone. It's your girlfriend.
Hey.
I sold my mom's wheelchair, the Kinky Wizards featuring this.
Talk to your woman.
It's her idea.
Laura!
A record release party. What if I was doing something that can't be canceled?
Oh, guess what? Barry said his band will play a set.
Barry is playing at this thing? I'll give you 10% of the door if you don't play. 110%. That's how much it means to me not to hear you play.
Let me get this straight. We made the CD with you, and you're asking us not to come to the party. Oh no, dude, that just seems kind of stupid.
I'm very confused.
It's not a
Is
big
he
deal.
getting scared?
You know, I guess I think I've always been a professional critic, put something new out into the world. You know, kind of really put my money where my mouth is.
You know, we should get back to the interview. What are your all-time top 5?
There's a list again.
In a club or at home, why don't I just make you a tape? Now, the making of a good compilation tape is a very subtle art.
And it usually has
First
lots
of
of
all, you're using someone else's
implications.
poetry to express how you feel. This is
See?
a delicate thing. When is this gonna stop?
What's the tape for?
Just some girl who interviewed me for the Reader.
This is not going to end well for him.
Should I bolt every time I get that feeling in my gut when I meet someone new? And frankly speaking, I've come to the conclusion that my guts have for brains.
Pretty much.
Drinking lunch on a school day.
Are you going to break up with her?
Well, what are you going to talk to me about?
I'm gonna talk to you about whether or not you want to get married.
Oh. Okay.
Forgive me if I don't think of you as the world's safest bet.
Would you marry me if I was? I'm just sick of thinking about it all the time. Love and settling down and marriage.
That's the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
I'm just trying to explain, okay? That other girl or other women, they're just fantasies.
You're not starting off very well.
They always tired of everything else for that matter. But I don't ever seem to get tired of you.
Were you really expecting me to say yes?
I don't know.
So are they engaged?
Thanks for coming. The record we're having this record release party for are standing by the bar. They're underage, and we'll lose our liquor license. First, I have to introduce a band, so please don't leave. Sonic Death Monkey.
He looked pained saying that.
Rob, thank you for the enthusiastic intro, but we're no longer called Sonic Death Monkey. For this evening, we will be Barry Jive and the Uptown Five.
I've been really trying, baby. This feeling for so long. Woo! Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. We are all sensitive people. Let's live. Love is true.
Oh, they're stealing.
The making of a great compilation tape. You gotta kick it off with a killer to grab attention, cool it off a notch. There are a lot of rules. I've started to make a tape in my head for Laura, full of stuff that would make her happy. First time I can sort of see how that's done.
Okay, that was good. I was a little worried actually because it's really kind of hard to watch a movie that's about somebody so narcissistic that all of their thoughts are only about them and what people do to them and never what their part is. You know, it's like all of the breakups, you know, his list of 5, which there's a lot of lists and they're always 5. And I found that very interesting. But it was all about how, what did she do to me? Not necessarily what was my part that ended in the breakup. You know, that was most of the film without very little change on his part or growth until the very end. I couldn't quite catch when that transition happened. It may have been a combination of when he met up with Charlie or it was after Laura's dad died. Maybe it was the first time that he saw somebody he cared for in pain and that kind of switched his perspective, perhaps. But in the end, you see that he started to recognize that it's about other people. And then at the very end, he's talking about making a tape that would make her happy, that she would like, and it wasn't about him. So I get the appeal of this film because we all have to go through periods of growth, and I think everybody has a little narcissistic tendencies, so it's kind of a good reminder to think of others, and it's doing so in kind of a lighthearted way. And I don't know if it was just because it's a John Cusack film, but it felt more of like your 80s style, like kind of coming of age, even though he, you know, is older. But it kind of reminded me, you know, more of the films you would see in the 80s.